Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have the 4th episode of the 30 teams in 30 days. Today we have the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know, in TK I always hate playing with, like really good teams such as the Cavs, because then the opponent is always inclined to pick like a really good team as well, but it's not like a really fair game. Like I usually like picking teams that that don't have like a really star player. I just like picking like an overall good team, but just for the sake of the series, we had to play with the Cavs. So here we go. In this game, this guy eventually does quit in the middle. Well, he doesn't quit. He just, after a while, he starts losing so much, so he starts, like shooting full court shots and intentionally fouling. So I just kind of ended the game early. Like it just gave me the option to end it, so that's what I did. So unfortunately, it's not going to be a full gameplay, and unfortunately, it's not going to be completely entertaining after a while. But I hope you guys will stick around for the whole video. So here we go. The Cleveland Cavaliers, last year they went 53 and 29, which was good for second in the East. And as you know, they lost to the Golden State Warriors in the finals. Pretty lopsided finals. I think if they didn't lose Kevin Love last year in the first round, I honestly think they might have had a really good chance of beating the Warriors, but it's all hypothetical. So their coach is currently David Blatt. He used to coach for a Russian team, I think, or maybe a European team, but he's a really good, competent coach compared to the Cleveland Cavaliers' past few coaches such as Mike Brown and Byron Scott. Their key players obviously include LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love. The big three that formed in Cleveland last summer obviously had high expectations, and like I said, if it wasn't for Kevin Love's injury, we might be talking about a different NBA Finals winner. That team gelled pretty well for this first year, and it's going to be exciting to see how this team does going into the next year. They re-signed players such as this man right here, Iman Shumpert, LeBron, and Kevin Love, and they're in the process of re-signing Tristan Thompson, who's looking for, I think, a max contract right now, or he's looking for a really big deal. They're also looking to re-sign J.R. Smith, and as well as a few other players such as Kendrick Perkins and Matthew Dellavedova. But we'll see if they do end up bringing them back next year. I think one of their key moves, not a key move, but one of their biggest moves they had this past offseason was picking up former Cavalier Mo Williams from the Hornets. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see, because going into the finals, Kyrie was injured after Game 1, so we had to see Matthew Dellavedova start, and as you know, it wasn't the prettiest things. So having a pretty good backup point guard in Mo Williams is really going to change the Cavaliers lineup. It's going to make their bench a lot more solid, because I think that was more than anything one of their biggest setbacks last year. They didn't really have a good backup point guard. Their backup small forwards were either Mike Miller, Sean Marion, or James Jones. So just having a solid bench this coming season will really help their team do a lot better. So their biggest X factor this season is obviously, will this team continue to gel? I mean, like I said, they've gelled really well for their first year, and if they can continue on, if they can continue playing well together, the sky's the limit for this team. I think Kyrie's currently 24, Kevin Love's around that age too, and then LeBron's just entered his 30s. So this team is going to be on the rise. It's going to stay pretty dominant for the next few years, and as long as LeBron stays in Cleveland, like there's no doubt that this team could stay really good for a number of years, especially when you got Kyrie locked up for, I think, 4 more years, and you got Kevin Love locked up for 5 years. If you have LeBron there until he retires, it's going to be smooth sailing for the Cavs. Will everyone stay healthy? I think that's another big thing. Kyrie obviously is injury prone, has been for the past couple of years, and with that freak accident that Kevin Love had last year, it's just going to be kind of hard to do well if players on the team are injured, obviously. And we saw them in the finals that LeBron really struggled being the only really good offensive option. So as long as they can stay healthy, I think, like I said, they can go a long way. This goes kind of hand in hand with the Bulls, who obviously need to rely on their health for the next couple of years in order to stay and be a contender. And, well, not the biggest thing, but another big big X factors. Will LeBron stay dominant? Like I said, he's going into his 30s, but he's played in the NBA for, I think this could be his 12th season. So, 12 seasons have a lot of wear and tear on your body. And if LeBron can stay as dominant, if he can rely on his players such as Kevin Love and Kyrie, and they manage to carry the load, then honestly, you could see the Cavs in the finals for the next, couple of years, 3, 4, 5 years, just because the East is really, really weak compared to the Cavs. And I feel like it's going to be smooth sailing. So that goes into my prediction, and I feel like they're going to make another finals appearance. It's going to be LeBron's 6th in a row, but I feel like there's no way, at this point, I don't see any Eastern Conference team making the finals except for the Cavs. They just have too much offensive firepower, and they're just going to be a really good team for years to come. So this is going to wrap the video. This guy's going to finally foul me for the last time, intentionally foul me, and I'm going to quit the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Have a nice day.